Hey guys, how are you? Ignore that sound in the background. It's just a light rail here in Sydney. Hope you're doing well. Today I have another makeup tutorial. I hope you enjoy it. Let's get into it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you this look here. It's a really simple wash of yellow sunshine look. If you want to see how I got this really simple yellow pastel look, then please keep on watching. You can also switch out the yellow for literally any other color you're into. It's really fun. You could do this with pink. Imagine this with like a bright green. It'd be really fun and really adds a pop, and you can match it to your outfit, which is what I did today. But yeah, if you'd like to see how I got this look, then please keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to start off, of course, with my primer, and today I'm using, as per usual, the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. It just looks like this, and I'm going to be using my angle brush from Real Techniques, if I can find it, just this rose gold one. It's in the shape 301, and I've been using this to apply primer recently. I like how dense this brush is. I just feel like I can really press the primer into my skin, and I don't always like using my fingers to apply primer, even though it does help melt the product into the skin a little bit better maybe. I don't like the fact that I'm using my hands on the product because I don't want to get my hands all greasy and like full of product just as I'm starting my makeup. So yeah, I do enjoy using this brush, and I feel like it gives a nice easy coverage because it is so dense. I can really like pop it into the skin like that. I work it mainly around my nose because that's where most of my like texture and pores are, and then underneath here, maybe a bit on my chin, around my mouth, and then I work that to the outer areas of the face, just kind of smoothing it outwards, and a bit on the forehead here as well. I feel like I do get a bit of texture just right in the center here, around my eyebrows, and I get less texture around the outer regions of my face, so that's why you don't see me applying as much primer out there. But yeah, that's all the primer that I'm going to be doing. Very easy. I really want to pan this primer because honestly, it does do a little bit, but it's not life-changing, and I want to try more primers so that I can find one that's like incredible, so I finally need my life-changing primer. Anyway, the rest of the products I have to use today are just in this bag. I'm going to be going in with the Rimmel Lasting Radiance Foundation. I'm just going to be popping 1, 2, 3 squirts of this onto my buffing brush from Real Techniques, and 1, 2, 3. I like going for 3 pumps just because I feel like there are like 3 large halves of my face. Halves? There are 3/3 of my face, like the first cheek, the second cheek, and my forehead. So by going in with 3 pumps, I feel like I get a really decent amount of coverage. This foundation is medium to buildable, I feel. I don't know, you could sheer it out as well if you wanted. Like, I can get away with 2 pumps of this foundation if I want. And honestly, you could probably get away with 1 if that's what you're into, but I'm usually a 3 pumps kind of person. Oh my goodness, I forgot to put my earrings in. I have these earrings to wear today. They like give me sunny feelings. You know, they give me sundial vibes. I used to wear these a lot, but then I kind of stopped wearing them, and now I'm not sure if I want to keep them because, you know, I don't want to keep things that I'm not wearing so much, but it is COVID. Like, I used to wear these as like my going out or like clubbing earrings, and, you know, obviously I haven't been going out or clubbing very much because the clubs are closed and I'm not going anywhere, so I don't know if I'm going to hang on to these, though. Maybe I will miss them, you know, if the club's opened and I started wanting to like go out a lot more again. You know, what would the earrings that I reach for be? What if I missed these? Maybe these are too many what ifs. I don't know. So I'm just blending this foundation all over my face. I really like the tone of this. I'm wearing the shade 100 Ivory. Sorry, I forgot to say earlier. I also like to put foundation over my eyelids. I know not everyone likes to do that, but I'm a fan of putting foundation on my eyelids. I'm just smoothing it around my face to make sure I'm getting it all the areas, and that it's not too streaky, because I don't want to have like streaks of like foundation lines on my face. And then I'm also going to bring it down the neck a little bit just so that it matches the rest of my body, so I don't look like I'm wearing too much of a mask, because I know I'm cakey, but I want it to be a blended cake. Now I'm going to go in with the Rimmel Lasting Radiance Concealer in the shade 10 Ivory, and I'm just going to be popping that under my eyes. I forgot to try that TikTok way. Okay, next time I'll do that TikTok way that everyone's doing. I'm putting the excess from the doe foot applicator just around my nose there, just because that's an area that I get a little bit more redness and stuff. But yeah, I'm just going to blend that in with the same foundation brush. I know I should probably go get a concealer brush, but honestly, I kind of like using a foundation brush for my concealer. I feel like it like makes it look more subtle, and because it's already got foundation left over on the brush, it just kind of blends it all into one like seamless finish while still maintaining that like brightness in that area. I still feel like I'm concealing and brightening, but it's not as like severe. I don't know, maybe if I wanted a more intense look, then I would care a bit more and go grab a concealer brush, but I kind of like the way this turns out. I just like stabbed my eye with the brush a bit. Oops. Okay, now I'm going to set my face, and I've been really enjoying this powder recently. This is the Bourjois Healthy Mix anti-fatigue powder. It just looks like this, and it pops open, and then it's just a pressed powder like that. There's also a little applicator underneath and a mirror. I don't really use the applicator. I've never tried it. I'm using this 100 powder brush from Real Techniques, and I kind of plop it over my entire eye socket because it like fits really nicely there. This is a really nice brush. I've been really enjoying it recently, and I'm just going to powder my entire face because I have cheerleading practice after this, and I want to stay, you know, beat even after I've been sweating. I'm probably gonna sweat so much at cheer because when I'm at cheer, I like to work hard, and it's hard work at cheer, so I'm gonna sweat a lot. So yeah, I'm just gonna powder my whole face. Also, because I powder my face, I feel like it helps the powder products that I apply over the top for my cheeks and stuff just go on a bit more smoothly. But yeah, I just powder my whole face. Sometimes I use the mirror underneath just to check that it's all even and I don't have like streaky lines or anything, which I don't. Yay! Happy with this shade. I wear the shade 52 Vanilla, I believe. Oh, it's called 01 Vanilla. 01 Vanilla is my shade. It's got nice yellow undertones. It's not too pink on me. And I feel like by using a powder with a little bit of like a color like this, it gives a little bit extra coverage to my foundation because I love full coverage most of the time. Anyway, now I'm going to go into bronzer, and the bronzer I'm going to be using is the Urban Decay Beach Bronzer in the shade Bronzed. My pan in this product is growing every time you see me use it, and I'm going to be going in with the Hoola brush from Benefit, swirling it around in here and just taking that softly on the cheeks. I'm not going to be doing a load of chiseling and contouring today, just a bit of sweeping with some bronzer just to bronze up the face. Because I feel like this isn't a contouring look that I'm going for. You'll see what I mean. I'm taking this down the neck just so that the jawline is a little bit more defined, and just taking it down the neck like that so that it all has a little bit more like shape and definition down there. I'm going to take this on the forehead as well. This tone of this bronzer is really nice. It's a very natural, like warm toned bronze. It's not too orange leaning for me. It's not too cool leaning. It's just a really nice natural looking bronze shade. And I'm so sad that the pan keeps growing because it's so smooth and matte. I don't feel like this bronzer has any like dimension or dewiness or reflex through it. It's just like a very simple matte bronzer. I'm just going to blend over here because any patchiness is not due to the bronzer. It's due to me not being that good at makeup. But we're not going to talk about that. Anyway, that is the bronzer done. Oops, I just dropped my brush. That's fine. I'm going to go in with blush now, and I'm going to be using Gingerly blush from MAC. I love the MAC blushes. They're so good value for money. Like, even though these blushes are kind of expensive, they last so long. Like, I've been using these consistently for like a couple of weeks now, and I feel like I go in really hard with blush. Like, as you can see, I pack on the blush, and these blushes don't even have a dent in them. Like, these are going to last me forever and ever. I feel like they were a great investment, and I'm really glad I have them in my collection. I also feel like powder products don't expire that quickly. Apparently the like expiry date that you see on cosmetics is more of just a like recommendation of when the shop should sell it by. Like, apparently it's not actually about like when the product itself expires. It's just like when it's best before and when the shop hopes to sell it by. I don't know, I read that online recently and I was surprised because I always thought that, you know, products had a really short shelf life, but apparently not. But yeah, that's all the blush I'm going to do. Really love Gingerly blush from MAC. It's just a really nice bronzy neutral blush. I think it's a matte one. It's called a Sheer Tone blush. It's from their Sheer Tone collection, but really like it. I've used it heaps and it doesn't even have a dent, so it's going to be with me for a long time. You've got a lot more tutorials to see with this on. Anyway, I'm going to go in with another MAC product, and this is the MAC highlighter, and I'm just grabbing it on my brush, and this is Whisper of Guilt. This brush is one from Mecca. I got it for my birthday from them a while ago. They gave me it as like a birthday gift, and I'm really packing it on. You don't have to like go in as hard, but I've got a little bit of hard pan on this I've got a little bit of hard pan on this highlighter recently, due to no fault of the highlighters. It's because I used a wet brush to highlight my face one time, and like I dipped into it. Sometimes I spray my brush down with like setting spray and then go in when I'm doing like my inner corners or like maybe like detailed areas on my face or like on the like center of my mobile lid. I want a bit more brightness, so when I do that, it does impact the highlighter and like give it a little bit of hard pan. It's not the highlighter's fault. Like, if you see me like going in a lot to the highlighter as well, it's not like a non-pigmented highlighter or anything. Like, this is actually really nice and really intense. My best friend actually swears by this, but it's because I wanted to be able to see it in the viewfinder like I can now, hey. And it's also because, yeah, I've given myself hard pan. No fault of the highlighter. It's just me. I'm going to go in with some eyeshadow now. I'm going straight in. I've got this little Australis custom palette, just a little black one. Australis is an Australian makeup brand, and I really like them, although I don't have that many of their products at the moment. I had them in the past and I panned them. But I'm going to be taking this yellow shade down here. This is from Kylie Cosmetics, and I believe it's called, yeah, this is a matte yellow color and it's called Sunshine. I actually believe that there's a little bit of a like shimmery yellow reflect through it, just a subtle, it's probably going to come up as nothing, but I believe that I can see a shimmery yellow through it. I'm just choosing a brush. I'm going to go in with the Real Techniques 200 eye brush from their Bold Metals range, and I'm going to be grabbing this yellow shade. It's really pretty. I'm going to be packing this all over the lid. This is going to be a wash of yellow pastel look. I hope it matches my top. I think it will. But yeah, I'm really excited to do a wash of yellow with this Kylie shade because I actually haven't used any of my Kylie shadows before. There's actually a lot of fallout, but that might just be because I really like dig into products. No, I think there's just a lot of fallout with this eyeshadow. Anyway, I'm just sweeping this all over the lid. It's a really simple look. I'm just going for like a wash of yellow, but it's so cute and pastel and bright. I just love it. This brush is really nice. I really love my Real Techniques Bold Metals range. I purchased them all last year and I have no regrets. It was definitely a great investment and added so much to my collection. They're just so luxurious and soft. Love them. I'm just patting that over like the center of the lid where I want a little bit more opacity, and then towards the outer regions like up here I just like kind of blend and it diffuses really easily and really nicely. I didn't put down any eye primer or put down any concealer. Maybe I should have if I wanted a bit more intensity, but I didn't. And you know what? This eyeshadow is doing very well. Yellows can be very difficult products to formulate, but as you can see there is a lot of like fallout on my face, but yeah, this is working out really nicely. I'm just blending it upwards and outwards, and I'm going to grab the brush that I used to powder my face. I'm just taking away any of the excess that's like fallen out over my cheeks here. Just going to scoop it away like that. I like it. Okay, I'm going to run away now so I can pop on some eyeliner, brows, maybe do some lashes, and I'll be right back. That was my first time using this shade Sunshine, and as you can see it is such a soft shadow, but there is so much fallout as you can see in the rest of my palette. It's just a really soft shadow. The rest of the shadows I have in here are from Colourpop, so these up here are all Colourpop ones, and then these three down here are Kylie Cosmetics, but I put them all together because, you know, they're kind of the same company but not. Okay, so I'm back and I have a sniffly nose because it's a cold day here today. It was really sunny yesterday and now it's raining, but that's Sydney. Anyway, I used the Essence eyeliner pen. Mine's running out, so my eyeliner looks kind of dodgy to me today. I don't know. It's kind of on its last legs. And then I used the Colourpop Precision Brow Pencil for my brows. Favorite go-to, really like the fine tip on this one. And then for my lashes, I used some random, like, oh my gosh, the wind is so loud outside. Maybe it'll start raining. I used the, the Duo Lash Glue in the clear, so you can kind of see it's white right now and it dries clear. And I used some lashes that I bought from a drugstore in Taiwan. However, they're kind of on their last legs. I don't know. These lashes have a very flexible lash band, and so if I re-wear them multiple times, as I start to wear them too many times, I feel like they become too flexible in the lash band and they become more wiggly when they go on, if that makes sense. So I don't know. I just, oh, sorry, you were kind of wonky that whole time. I just feel like the lash band is like starting to get a little bit too flexible. Also, I like to apply my lashes with my Essence tweezers, my lash tweezers. You've probably seen me use those before because I've had those for a while. I used to show you guys every single time me putting on my lashes and like doing my liner. Would you like me to keep filming as I do my lashes and liner? Because I stopped showing you guys just because it is the same every time, so I thought it was boring. But if you want to see that, I can like keep including that if you want. I'm just contouring my nose a little bit using the cool toned shade in the Too Faced Cocoa Contour, which is the Perfection palette. Oops, I just dropped my angled brush. I like to contour recently using this angled brush. It's just a little eye brush from Real Techniques, and I use the shade Medium Cocoa. I feel like it's a really good contouring shade for me, and I just trace the bottom, the sides of my nose, and just go over the tip as well. I feel so much cuter when I have a contoured nose. I feel so like cute and snatched. Let's highlight the detailed areas of the face. I'm going to use the same highlighter as I used earlier, just that MAC Whisper of Guilt, and I'm going to use this Nude by Nature tapered blending brush. I'm going to actually dampen this brush And this kind of goes into what I said earlier about, like, you know, using brushes that are wet in this highlight. That's how I get hard pan. I don't know, it doesn't always cause hard pan, but sometimes it does. I'm just going to grab a lot of that on my brush and take it in my inner corners. I like to brighten my inner corners with highlight. Oh, there's a bit of fallout from my shadow from earlier. Let me just scoop that away. There we go. I really like that shadow that I used, but yeah, it is quite soft. I do like it though. I feel like it's a very warm toned yellow, if that makes sense. Like, it's not a neon or lime or like greeny leaning yellow. It's a bit of like a warmy orangey leaning yellow. Oops, I just separated a bit of my concealer. Can you see there's like a hole there? Let's try and fix that. What a mess. I'm going to grab my foundation brush and tap over that a little bit. Oh well, it's done now. I'm just going to leave it even though there's like a little bit of a hole. I don't know if you can see the hole. Just there. It doesn't show up that much on camera, so I'm going to say it's fine. And I'm just going to highlight both sides really intensely just so that it can like be quite a pop, because I'm not going to highlight my mobile lid, which is something that I usually do, just because I want this yellow sunshine shadow just to be like the center of attention. I want it to be the icon, but I still want my eyes to be bright, so that's why I'm just doing the inner corners so that it doesn't create like dimension or difference on the actual eyeshadow like wash that I've got going on, but brings attention to the eyes. I'm going to take that brush and also pop it on my brow bone just to accentuate the brow bone there, bring a bit more shape to the area while still maintaining that only wash of color kind of look on the eyes. I just love the simplicity of it, but it's so effective, it's so easy, and it just, you know, it's so bright and fun. It's a really easy way to incorporate like colors into a look. You could do this with any color. Like if you did this with a bright pastel color, it looks good. If you did that with a like dark, I don't know, bright navy blue, it'd still look good. I'm just highlighting my Cupid's bow, and I'm also going to do the center of the nose just on the tip, and then the bridge, and then I connect the two in like a straight enough line so that hopefully my nose looks straight and nice there. But yeah, I'm going to also do a little bit of lip gloss because I've been really feeling this lip gloss lately. I'm always feeling lip gloss, but especially lately with all these yellowy looks that I've been doing, I've been loving the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Trophy Wife. So I'm just going to pop some of that on the lips. I love the Fenty Beauty Doe Foot Applicator. It's so large and gorgeous, and look how beautiful this lip gloss is. It's gold and like adds so much like yellowy, glimmery warmth to a look without being like metallic lips. I'm kind of over the metallic lip trend, so you know, it looks shiny and glistening and like healthy and glowy without being, you know, too much. I'm just going to set my face using the L'Oreal Infallible Magic Setting Spray. It's actually my first time trying this spray, so okay. The spritzer is like a lot more, am I even spraying my face? It's a lot finer of a mist than I'm used to, so I'm like spraying a lot to try and like see where it's going, and it's a very like slow mist. Like it's not like a tss, it's a very much like tss, tss, which I really like. I really like the slow mist. It's more of an even mist. I didn't get a load on my face though. Did I miss my face? Well, you got to see me do it. But yeah, hopefully I didn't miss my face too much. This is the completed makeup look today. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a bit of a speedy one. If you liked it, do give it a thumbs up. Comment anything you'd like to see from me in future down below. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me. And hopefully I'll catch you in a future video very, very soon. I upload very frequently. So yeah, catch you in the next one. Bye! Outro time. Here is the look. Hope you enjoyed it. Close-up time of my eyeball. Let's get into it. Here's my eye, and here's my other eye, and here's my face again. Hope you enjoyed. Bye!